Hey guys, welcome into the Sportscast here. Your hosts Brian, Craig, and Jeff. How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty
Howdy.
good.
All right. That was a weird intro, but we have the Week 12 recap for you. We got Turkey Day coming up as well. We're going to get into those games as well. We talked about it last episode. The Bills got beat by the Texans. We'll skip that game because we already went into detail with that. We had the Packers dominated Minnesota 23-6. Total domination. The Vikings had 4 total yards of offense the whole second half of the game. Oh, man, it was beautiful. McCarthy looked like trash. There were 2 interceptions. Micah Parsons had 2 sacks. It was just a day for Green Bay.
He had a quarterback rating. You could take the ball, and if you take the ball and spike it into the ground every play, your QB rating would be 39.9. His was 34.4 or something like that. So worse than if you just took the ball and spiked it into the ground every time.
I love it. I love Minnesota feeling. What's interesting to me is Jefferson has eaten with a lot of bad quarterbacks. He gets his stats, and he can't even get that with McCarthy. I mean, he is frustrated. He's talked about it, frustrating. He's sitting here talking about this every week, losing every week. So, be interesting to see him going forward. But
after the season you just came off.
Yeah. 14 wins.
14 wins. You make the playoffs. You almost win the division on the last game of the season. I mean, to have that kind of season and then turn it around with this, wow.
Yeah.
And watch the guy that you got rid of just over carrying a team in Seattle.
Yeah, Minnesota fans, it's got to be maddening, and I love it. I love it. We got the Bears and Steelers. Bears win 31-28. Guys, I need your honest opinion on the Bears this season because I'm a little biased. I think they're way overrated. A lot of teams that they've beaten were really bad football teams, and they were down in the fourth quarter, and they just kind of squeaked them out. The Steelers one's a better team, but you're not playing Aaron Rodgers. You're playing Mason Rudolph.
Right.
What's your honest opinion on the Bears this season?
It's such a strange sample size, I think, in my personal opinion. In terms of, I guess, how they started the season off. I mean, it's been a big question mark. Last year was a big question. You know, it was a big. Is this really who this team is? The quarterback wise, all that stuff. I don't know. It's a small sample size. It's hard to really kind of say, oh, we have 3 or 4 years to go off of here with the new coaching staff and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's tough. I can't. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like, okay, they're a completely different team, because maybe next year it's totally different. I have no idea. Maybe they're even worse than they are now.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about it last week about the coach before. They didn't win those tight games, or if they were down in the fourth quarter, they weren't making those comebacks. This year, Ben Johnson's gotten them, well, they're not giving up on the game, but what do you think, Craig?
Well, definitely there's that where they always seem to find a way to lose football games in the past. They're finding ways to win now. They're turning those close games, those one-score games, they're flipping those to wins instead of losses. And you're just so used to seeing the Bears make those critical mistakes in the fourth quarter, or not be able to when they get the ball and have the ball at the final drive, not be able to make that possession, not be able to get the points to win the game. And so credit to Johnson on that for giving them the mentality. But just like in other sports, the one-run victories in baseball, the one-possession games, normally if you have a season where you have a lot of those, the next season they don't. When you play with fire like that and get into a bunch of one-score games, Dallas did this a few years ago where they had a bunch of one-possession games and they won all of them. And then the next season, they came back, and some of those one-possession games go the other way, and you don't have that success. So I think they're going to have to make some changes if they want to continue this success. But right now you got 8 wins already, and if somebody would have told me the Bears had 8 wins going into Week 13, I'd have bet the house that they wouldn't have. So there's that.
Yeah. M2 Wild Ones asked, do we only cover football? M2, I see y'all in the chat. We do mostly cover football this time of year because it's the bread and butter. It's what everyone's watching, the ratings. Outside of football, we do cover other sports. So follow us then too. Then we'll get into other things as well.
Or if you have something that you want us to talk about, let us know.
Feel free.
If there's something maybe that we haven't talked about or haven't covered, then it's not like we can't try. So
yeah.
Unless you want to know about cricket.
Yeah. Or golf. I'm not really a golf guy, but
Brian's a big golf guy.
I'm bringing this up not only because it happened on Week 12, the Bears and the Steelers, but I'm going on tomorrow with Bear Ski Films. And I don't want to crush it too much with him because we're hated rivals. I mean, so I just want to make sure I have a fair assessment of the Bears, and I think I do. But I'll be on his show tomorrow evening, and it's been a long time since we've been on one, so it'll be pretty cool to get back with him. M2 Wild Ones.
He's asking about golf, or not golf, hockey.
Yeah, hockey. Craig is our hockey guy. I've started getting back into hockey a couple years ago. We're both Dallas Stars fans. So yeah, we'll cover some hockey, and you'll hear it every now and then when we get a little bit further into the season. And Craig made a comment about Robinson's the hottest player right now, 8 goals in 5 games.
Scored another one the other night.
Nice. So appreciate you, M2 Wild Ones, jumping in here. We've got the Patriots beat the Bengals. They didn't play all that well. They only beat them by 6. It didn't look very pretty. But, win's a win here. And I'm interested to see, and Jeff, you covered it kind of a little bit last week. I'm interested to see them in the playoffs. All right. We know they're going to be the playoffs. They're more likely winning that division unless the Bills just start winning out. And I'm interested to see them against some playoff teams and see how well they do. But we might be.
That's where everybody's good.
Yeah, and we might need to talk about Vrabel as coach of the year, right? I mean, he's got them playing pretty well. First year there, so we'll see. I think that's going to be a very talked about trophy, or not really a trophy, but whatever you want to call it. And at the end of the season, because there's quite a bit that you could say, hey, this guy deserved it. Maybe that guy deserved it. Panthers head coach, they've already won more games than anyone ever thought they would. All right, Giants and Lions. This game was insane. And the Giants, if they kick the field goal at the end and force the Lions to score a touchdown, they win the game. But they don't. They decide to go for the touchdown. They don't get it, and the Lions come down, kick a 62 3-yarder, barely made it to go to overtime. 59, yeah, barely made it to go to overtime. And I'm like, are you kidding me? both the Bears and Lions were losing. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a good Sunday, and they both pull out the victories of this one. But Jameis Winston looked pretty good. Bears are going down next weekend. You're right, there, Bearski Films. We play them next weekend, so not this weekend, but the weekend after. Makes me sick. That game was insane. I don't know if you guys watched this. I ended up watching
Wan'Dale Robinson had the game of his life. You had Jameson Winston
with a touchdown catching
touchdown passes. Every time you looked up, there was 30-yard, 40-yard chunk plays. They're just throwing it all over. I understand the Lions are on their, 14th cornerback of the season. They've had just injury after injury after injury, and they're putting guys in off the practice squad to play secondary. I get it. I do. But I think the guy from Home Depot could have covered. I mean, they just chunk plays. But I'll tell you right now, Jahmyr Gibbs is a grown man.
That guy.
Oh,
that dude.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
If he gets to the second level, you're not catching him. There's not anybody in the NFL. He took the first play from scrimmage and said, overtime is done. We're going home. We have to play again Thursday. Yep. We're going home. And ran.
Play, I was like,
I don't know how 25 miles an hour got a speeding ticket in the school zone. How fast he was running down the field, running away from Giants, going, yeah, I'm out. We're done. And then Aiden Hutchinson, just when the game's on the line, you need your best player to show up. He does.
Yeah, the first play, I'm like, are you really? The very first play takes it right to the house. I'm out here. See you later. I'm like, bitch.
Doing the cheetah.
And then the Packers play them again? Or have y'all played them?
They played on Thanksgiving.
Oh, play on Thursday. Okay, well, there you go. You get to experience that running back.
Which we'll get it. I mean, we experienced week one. We beat them. But, this is in Detroit on short rest. I hate it. We'll talk about that after the recap here. But Seattle beats the Titans. They barely beat them by 6 points. Titans look better this game. I don't know why.
They did. I don't know why.
What happened? Colts lose to the Chiefs. They were winning this game, and I look back and I'm like, how are they in overtime? Chiefs get a win they desperately need against a good football team at home. Still hanging around there, Jeff. Still hanging around. Mm-hmm. We'll see if the Dallas Cowboys can take care of them on Thursday. It should be pretty interesting.
I wouldn't count on it.
Oh, shots fired. Ravens take care of the Jets. Browns. Shadur Sanders gets the first victory. First victory of the Toilet Bowl.
And
we called it.
And uses the Raiders to become the starting quarterback of the Browns going forward. Dylan Gabriel does nothing wrong other than gets his head bounced off the turf. And now the second coming of Shadur Sanders, he's the savior of Cleveland because he won against the worst team that plays on.
You want to know what's absolutely ridiculous about this too?
How the Raiders have 2 wins somehow this year?
Yeah. The coach didn't even give Shadur Sanders a game ball at the end of the game. Your very first game, you win it, and you don't give this man a game ball? Are you tell me I don't want my quarterback without telling me I don't want my quarterback?
He only threw the ball like 13 times.
It's his first NFL win. I'm like, that's insane. He didn't get a game ball for that?
With his dad in the locker room.
Yeah, that's true. He was at the game.
Crazy. I just thought that was crazy. But yeah, I'm like, okay, well, he beat the worst team in football. Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Let's play someone worth it. Let's see how,
Let's see how you look against a non-college collegiate team.
Yeah. Jags beat the Cardinals. No one cares. Cowboys and Eagles. Sorry for all you Jags and Cardinals fans, but I think you get where I'm going there. Look, Eagles went up 21-0. I said, here we go. Cowboys getting their ass kicked. And they stopped shooting themselves in the foot, except CeeDee Lamb. Mr. Drops a lot over there. And they fought back. And the Eagles had nothing the second half. They shut down Hurts running the ball. They shut down Saquon Barkley. They have a punt returner who's a moron and caught the ball at the 2-yard line, then gets lit up and fumbles the ball and gives the game right there to the Cowboys. But good win for Dallas, really good win. So you got to give their hats off to them. Eagles look to be, we've talked about it plenty of times this season about the Eagles. You guys aren't as big on them as I am, but
I'm not. But their schedule going forward is absolutely putrid. They have Washington twice. They have the Raiders. They have the Bears, and they have Buffalo. Yeah. So so even let's say the Bears and Buffalo rise up and beat them. It's only 5 losses. Dallas would then have to win out and 11-5-1 and split
good luck with that
head to head. And I mean, I think honestly, the only game that you can really say that Dallas doesn't have any shot in is probably the Lions game.
And you better win that one, damn it.
Kansas City hasn't had their troubles offensively.
You better beat Kansas City.
Again,
I don't care about that one.
I do, Brian. Okay.
They had their troubles offensively. They've had some troubles defensively. Patrick Mahomes. I saw a side of Patrick Mahomes on Sunday that I've been waiting to see all season. He's like, I'll just do it myself. And he took the fourth quarter over and said, I'm just going to run the football. I'm going to throw. He had a tight end running a streak down the sidelines, hit him right in the numbers. He dropped it, and Mahomes was like, I'm done. I will just do it myself.
I think the Colts also cashed in. Like, they just stopped running the ball.
They did.
They just completely stopped running the ball, and they were like, we're going to pass it with 4 minutes left. I'm like, what are you doing? Just run the ball. And you've been doing well, and the Chiefs struggle at stopping the run, so run the ball.
And it takes time off the clock.
Makes sense.
You're winning. It takes time off the clock. You make Kansas City use their timeouts. Yeah, I totally agree.
Jeez.
I think, I don't know.
It's going to be a better game than what I thought it was going to be when I saw the schedule at season's opening.
Yes, it will be. And I do.
Just be prepared. Be prepared for the refs to come out.
But
Mahomes.
But Rashid Rice is very fast, and our secondary is still very terrible.
Yeah, and Rashawn Bland hasn't looked good either. I mean, after the injury, he's not the same guy he used to be.
No. And Ravel, the rookie corner, made a lot of mistakes against Smith, got burned quite a few times. And the Eagles just talk about the Colts stop running the ball. The Eagles just stopped throwing the ball.
A.J. Brown in the first half was amazing.
Nobody was stopping him. And we're like, hey, that's working. Let's not do that anymore.
Let's not do that anymore. They're expecting that. Yeah, they can't stop it. They're expecting it.
They can't stop it.
We'll do a bunch of screens to Saquon. It's going to go nowhere. Like
to the guy who has 674 yards of offense, this year rather than 2,600 like he had.
You took away Hurts running up the middle, and it was that was it.
Right, and I told you
he's running backwards, and
I told you that the first game he had how many yards running. I said, you got to stop that. You got to put a spy. You got to do something. You've got to contain that. They did. And the Eagles offensive coordinator, I guess, apparently doesn't like his job and said, I'm just going to not throw the ball. I'm going to stop doing what's working.
A.J. Brown, the first half, I'm going, this is going to be, woof.
Yeah.
He said, give me the ball.
Him and Smith both.
That catch he made going back,
I
was like, oh, my gosh. Insane. Cowboys get the win, though. Good win for them. Looking to turn it around there in Dallas. And they got a tough schedule coming up.
I think all they're doing is hurting their draft picks.
I mean,
they have
a 10% chance. So
yes.
Falcons take care of the Saints 24-10. The Bucks get mollywopped against the Rams 34-7. The Bucks are not righting the ship, Craig. It looks like the ship may be sinking as they are 6-5 now.
Yeah, Baker going to win the division probably.
No, Baker's playing. They scored one touchdown.
Unfortunately.
They scored one touchdown against this team. The Rams are good. We all had them in the top one, but the number one this last week in the power rankings. But we also, I mean, before have had the Bucs in top 5, and they have been not very good the last couple weeks.
Emeka Mbuka has, I don't know if he's hurt or what, but he has gone away. Has not been the threat that he once was. There are troubles in Tampa.
They've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah,
they were 6-2, and now they're 6-5.
3 in a row, and when I mean lose, I mean looked not close games, not shootout. Well, they lost a shootout to Buffalo. They did put up some points that week. They lost a shootout to Buffalo, but the other 2 games were just we can't produce, we can't move the football. There are definitely questions in Tampa on what's going on.
And if the Panthers won Monday night, they would be tied for first in this division. So the 49ers, like I said, terrible game. They beat them 20-9. 49ers win. Purdy had 3 interceptions in the first half, and the Panthers couldn't take advantage of this and win this game. So,
and now their defensive back or whatever is suspended for
punching somebody in the balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, guys. We're spitting people in the face. We're punching them in the nuts. We're throwing punches. What's going on?
In a game where
it was
brutality is legal.
Yeah.
No, the punch happened during the
actually happened during the game or
during
after?
the game, and then the
punched him right in the nuts.
And then the response was after the game. The Niners guy going up to him and hitting him in the face was after.
M2 Wild One says it should be interesting Thanksgiving, and that's a great segue here because yes, it should be. We have 3 should be pretty good games. Green Bay and Detroit started off at noon, and
it's the first game. Right?
First game of Turkey Day. I do hate it though because if my team loses right there, I'm in a bad mood the rest of the day. I'm eating more food the rest of the day because my team just lost a really important divisional game. But
it's just the
we'll
picture
see.
of Brian with like a plate on his chest.
I got 2 plates.
Just passed out.
It's going to be it should be a good one. I think this is the one we circled. This is one of the ones I circled being a Green Bay fan. This is one that's going to show us, okay, are we legit? Are we going to hang with who everyone's called the best team in our division? We beat them game 1 of the season. Okay, well, that one was a win, but it's the first game. You're still working out your flaws. You're still working out some things. This is
with the new offensive and defensive coordinator.
Yeah, this is where the teams we know who they are. And so this is if we come away with a victory, I'll be very happy. If we keep it close and lose a close game, I'll still take it. But I want to win this game. This is the game that I want to win the most. Should be pretty good. Let's go. Let's get predictions on Thanksgiving Day games. All right, let's give our predictions of these games. Craig, I'm guessing you're going with Detroit, but give us who you're winning against the first Turkey Day game.
Their secondary scares me because if you give up that to the Giants, their secondary play, they're going to have to play better on the back end to be able to stop Green Bay.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it. You're going to have to make some stops. Because if the Giants can hang 30, that means Jordan Love can probably hang 40.
Yeah.
And so that is concerning. I think their game plan is going to be to run the football and keep Jordan Love off the field and pound you with Gibbs and pound you with Montgomery and so I see a very different game plan as in time of possession to try to win. I give Detroit only the slight edge because they're at home.
Yeah.
But that secondary if that secondary does not make a dramatic recovery in 4 days and looks anything like it looked against the Giants, Jordan Love will go ham banana and light that place up, and it won't even be a game.
Yeah.
Jeff, who do you got winning this game?
I have Green Bay winning this game, mainly because I think at this point I don't really trust the Lions defense. And I trust the Packers defense a lot more in this game. Just because I think as long as they can stop the run, I think if y'all can hold the run down, then y'all have the game at that point.
I saw something earlier. I tried to find it a while ago. Green Bay is 6-0 this season when they don't allow a running back over 100 yards. Detroit, when they rush over for 100 yards, they're undefeated. So that's the way to do it. We gotta stop the running game, and force them to throw the ball. So this one's gonna be a tough one for me. I leaned. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was. So I guess that's like my big key to the game is if the Packers defense can stop the run, and Lions can't really like lean on that, it will force them in a situation where they'll have to be one dimensional. Also, taking away that run game will cause that time of possession to also be in factor for the Packers as well. So, I mean, I think it's going to be. I mean, I'd say Packers by 10 in this game.
I like it. My head leans more towards Detroit, but my heart says Green Bay, of course. I think that's the biggest key, right? Obviously, taking away the run. We talked about that. One big thing is Quay Walker was out last week. He's our leading tackler. He is a big guy, and if he's not playing, that doesn't bode well for our running defense, except McDuffie stepped up last week and played really well. The first game of the season, we held them. We shut them down, both Gibbs and them, but it's the first game, so we'll see. This is going to be a good one. I lean more towards Detroit just because they're at home, but this is the game Green Bay needs to show up. We got Kansas City at Dallas, the most expensive football game this season. 3:30. Right when everyone's getting ready to eat. I don't know about you guys. On Thanksgiving, we usually have like an early dinner, late lunch. And this one's interesting to me because we talked about it last week about it's a must-win for Kansas City. Will they get the job done? Is this a team that's got a new fire? Like, hey, we've got to win on from here on out. Dallas is coming off a good win. Dallas is a different team to beat at home than they are on the road. This one, I think, is going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a 34-31 type of game. And I'm going to give it to, I hate to say it, the Dallas Cowboys. The way Pickens is playing right now is just unmatched right now. Looks like the best wide receiver in football. He was 9-9 against the Eagles last week, catching everything he threw. CeeDee Lamb should have a better game. The running game, I think they're going to be able to shut down Mahomes from running the football. They should be able to. It's going to be a one-dimensional. They're going to have to throw the ball a lot against Dallas, and Dallas isn't great against it, but they're able to stop the quarterback up the middle, put pressure on him with Quentin Williams they got and Clark. This is a tough 50-50 chance, but I'm going with Dallas this game. I don't say that a lot there, but Craig, who do you got winning this game and why?
I think it's a much better game than it was 2 weeks ago. I think the guys that you added defensively make a huge difference. But I don't know. What I saw from Patrick Mahomes looked like he kind of said, "I'm going to do it," and I think he's going to call a lot of plays at the line. I think he's going to audible a lot. I think he's going to throw the ball a lot and test that secondary. In the end, I think it's close, but I think Kansas City probably just like the Colt game. I think he finds a way. If you're gonna win, you're gonna have to keep the ball out of his hands at the end of the football game. You can't give him a chance to win because against that secondary will fold, and he will. And I see Rashid Rice going, 75 for a touchdown in the last minute. So you can't have him. You have to have the ball at the end of the football game and be able to down it and close it out that way. But I think Mahomes probably just finds a way. I think it means more to their season than it does Dallas. Like Jeff said earlier, Dallas has a 10% chance of making the playoffs. Too many teams already have 8 and 9 wins. The entire North has 6 and 7 wins, and you hold the tiebreaker over none of them. You don't hold a tiebreaker over Green Bay. You don't hold it over Chicago. You would maybe hold it over Detroit if you find a way to Wizards of Waverly Place, wave a magic wand and beat Detroit somehow. But I just think I think all Dallas is doing now is kind of making a good story for the Marshawn Nealon, that they haven't lost a game since the tragedy happened, and costing themselves draft capital, in next year's draft.
Yeah. Jeff, what say you, sir? I thought I was going to pick Kansas City, but I was like, you know what? They're riding off the high.
I will say that I was not as impressed with the Colts victory they had. I still think there's something wrong with this team. And whatever happened,
definitely something wrong.
Whatever happened in that game, I mean, it took overtime. Let me just say that much. And it took a Colts team just, I don't know what they were doing there at the end, but besides the point, I think Dallas could win this game. I think that there are a number of ways to beat Mahomes. Disguising your defense is one of them. Doesn't do very well against that. So I think Dallas, if they have the right defensive scheme against him,
they don't disguise it very well.
And you've got to get to him. You've got to get to him. And it's not that you have to sack him, because the Broncos only had 3 sacks in that game that we beat them.
You just got to be close around him.
It's the pressure. It's that pocket closing in, and you see him kind of dart out. And once that happens, you got to have guys right on the edges, because if he's got nowhere to throw, he's got nowhere to throw. And he'll make a mistake. He'll throw an interception here in Denver, on that one of the drives.
Containment.
You just force Mahomes
off his spot.
Yes. And then also don't let it up. The moment you let up, he's going to start breaking for a first down. But you got to continue on with him, and you got to have a guy running on him, and you got to have a guy right there ready to go in case he tries to break out again from that guy, or that guy misses or something. You got to be able to, if you do that early in the game, Mahomes will be rattled the whole game. So if Dallas could pull that off, I think they win, and I do think it's a shootout. I think it's going to have to be for Dallas to be in this game, and I think that the Chiefs they have to win. The Chiefs literally have to win. I think if the Chiefs lose this game, not only is Kansas City, area completely in flames, but they lose one more game and they're done. They don't have a margin of error in this entire thing. They lose 2 games, they're out. They're chasing Jacksonville. They're chasing too many teams at that point. So I kind of give it to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win, and I think they squeak it out with a game-winning field goal, something like that.
Yeah, their best kicker in football.
Now you cannot go down 21 points.
No.
No.
You cannot do that.
No. If it's a shootout, it's got to be point for point. Oh, kick the field goal. And here's the other thing. I'll say this much. Dallas, take your points. Take your points in this game with this team. Don't get down there and it's 4th and 1 and you're on the 20 and you're like,
try
we're
to be
go
like the
for
Lions.
It.
Yeah, try to be
and let's do it. Analytics say we can do it, and then you miss it, and then this game ends in a 3-point victory, and Kansas City walks off the field. You're going.
Superman did have a chink in his armor. He'd missed a field goal for the second time all year. It almost
I
cost
saw
us
that.
the
I was like,
game.
oh man, there he goes. They're gonna
Yeah.
lose. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so
Um,
I give it to Dallas. I think you gotta have to go point for point, take your points. Don't play with the Chiefs. Just don't do it. You don't play with them, you get your points. Denver did it. I know it wasn't sexy to kick a field goal when, we can try to go for it. We're only a yard away. Like, just take your points and live to fight another down. Like, it's okay.
The game in the evening I thought was going to be a wash because their quarterback's injured. Cincinnati at Baltimore, but Joe Burrow is making his debut, so I'm back interested in this football game.
Is he back?
He's back.
Is he back?
He is back.
Okay.
It's the
Because
first.
I have him on my
Yep.
on my fantasy flex bench, whatever.
Put him in.
Reserve and
Put him in, sir.
Gotta pull him off IR.
All right.
Yeah, he thought about coming back this last weekend. They said, no, we're going to get you back for Thanksgiving. Play in Baltimore. Divisional game should be a good one. Now all 3 games should be pretty good. And just for that fact that Joe Burrow's back and Baltimore's defense has looked really bad this year.
Yeah.
Give me the Bengals
I think that's a good
to
game.
win against Baltimore. And I'm not mistaken. I think if they do, let me look at the standings.
That
I think if they
offensive
beat
line,
Baltimore, they might.
Please.
No, never mind. Never mind. I was wrong on that.
The offensive line needs to really play perfect.
Chase is back. Burrow's back. I don't know about Higgins. He got banged up right there at the end of the game against the Colts.
Got concussion.
Was it? Okay, so he's in concussion protocol. Probably not going to clear on a short week.
No.
So you will probably be missing Higgins, but
you see that speaking of concussion, McCarthy was in concussion protocol after the game against Green Bay.
I would say that after a 34.4 quarterback rating too, I'd be like, coach, I have a headache.
I'm
right
like,
now.
was this Tua, or are they just making an excuse to look better for the fan base? Because I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And let's talk about the Friday game.
He got hit. He got hit pretty hard several times, so I wouldn't.
Let's talk about the Friday game because I didn't know there was a Friday game. And what are we?
Friday Eagles.
What are we doing? 2 p.m.
Bears,
are you?
Eagles.
Yeah.
I'll be at work. NFL. Thanks for that. Not everyone's off. I'll be at work and I'll be going, man, I'm hoping I can make it home in time for the 2:00 game and watch the Bears lose to the Eagles.
I'll be off.
I'm a big Bears fan.
Yeah, lucky.
Big Bears fan.
Oh, Caleb Williams, man, his accuracy is bad, but
I think Bears.
I don't know.
He still had 260 something yards though.
He has plays where he lights it up, and he has plays you're going, what the hell was that?
Colson Loveston, Michigan tight end, has looked.
He's breaking out. Yeah, he's had some good games.
Very good.
Yeah, against the Steelers, he gets sacked, stripped, fumbled in the end zone for a touchdown for Pittsburgh because he's holding the ball out here, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he'll throw for 260.
Why ever he ran back in the end zone is beyond me. He wasn't.
Yeah.
The line of scrimmage was at the damn 7. I don't understand what he was even doing back there.
So, yeah, he has plays, and just like Jordan Love, the narrative is he throws a lot of interceptions. No, he doesn't. If you go look at it, but some of the interceptions he throws will be the worst interception you ever see in your life. You're like, what the fuck is that? So,
Brock
that's the way Caleb Williams plays too. Oh, Brock Purdy, 3 interceptions in 1 half.
Those were pretty horrible throws.
I wonder if the 49ers are regretting their decision of signing him, and you got Mac Jones over here playing better than him. And
it's his first game back. Is this his first game back after however long?
I'm not sure. I haven't really paid too much attention to the 49ers for a while because of the whole team's out on IR. So
yeah. We'll see what happens in game 2, but yeah, it's his first game back, I think. So yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it's about the time we wrap it up. It's past the bedtime here. Yeah, we recapped week 12 games. We looked ahead to Turkey Day. I'm excited Turkey Day is my favorite holiday. Second is Christmas, but I spend a lot more money on Christmas. So stressed about spending money on that crap, but the kids love it, and Santa Claus comes and all that jazz. It's a fun time. This is the best time of year, looking on from Halloween on. It's really fun time, and we I don't know what's anybody, y'all got any Thanksgiving traditions y'all do every year, or
Not
really?
I dress up like a turkey and run around.
Yeah.
You're like, what? I'll be live.
Please
Okay.
send pictures. Yeah.
Put it on YouTube.
Live turkey cam, Jeff.
No, not really. Like, we're going to my mom's. I think there's a couple things I usually make. Like I do like my wife likes cranberry sauce, so I make homemade cranberry sauce. So I always do that every year. But in traditions, I mean, we just hanging out. I mean, it's always as long as we're all just laughing and having a good time, and then I always like watching the Cowboy game because I never know what's gonna happen. So yeah, it's fun. My dad will probably call me. He'll want to talk, I'm sure, about that. So.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, there's always those traditional meals you got to have. I got to have turkey. I got to have green bean casserole. I've got to have mashed potatoes. Those are my go-tos. You got to have pumpkin pie, pecan pie,
and then Christmas is different for us. Like I kind of that whole month I'll grab I always have to watch Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah,
so.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
100 times on loop.
It plays on loop all Christmas Day, and yeah. So we'll talk more about that when we get into Christmas. But it's a great time of year. I hope you guys have a fantastic Thanksgiving, gentlemen. All you listeners out there, and thanks for Jennifer and M2 Wild Ones and Bear Ski Films are popping on here a little bit and talking some football with us. And I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving and a great holiday. And hopefully you're off, but trash business don't stop. So we're only off Thursday, and then we got to make up for the trash we missed on Friday and Saturday. So, but for all those that are off, enjoy it. So happy Thanksgiving, guys. God bless, and remember,
keep it outspoken.